Hello everyone, it is me Vegeta T23 and welcome back to my new What If. Today we're talking about what if Tarble went to Earth with Goku. Before I start, I'd like to mention that I created a Discord server for you to join. The link is in the description of this video, so if you'd like to join in and talk to me and the rest of my fans, it's there. I'd also like to mention that I created an Instagram so you can survey my very uninteresting life. I mainly post Osu stuff. Now back to the video. In the last part, we discussed the peacetime between Buu Saga and Cell Saga, as well as the whole Buu Saga. Gohan got pummeled, then absorbed. Goku was the same story, just from the sidelines. Tarble and Vegeta fused into Tarbjeta and managed to just dominate Buu in those few minutes. Once they got absorbed on purpose and rescued everyone, they killed Buu off for good. Once they were about to start thinking how they're gonna explain the fusion to their wives, they infused and they were as confused as ever. With the recap out of the way, let's continue the what if. With Beerus now awakened from his nap 4 years after the Z Fighters defeated Frieza, he's thinking about a prophecy of a Super Saiyan God, and he's on his way to find a deity that has the power rivaling his. He goes to destroy a bunch of planets with Whis, but thinks nothing of it until the explosion reminds him and makes him forget a second later. The two then go back to speak to the Oracle Fish, and they finally find the name of that Super Saiyan God, which is the Super Saiyan God. Whis mentions a bunch of remaining Saiyans still alive and well on planet Earth. In particular, Goku, Vegeta, Tarble, and the rest of the half-breeds. With the two now ready with lunchboxes in tow, they go there. On Earth, party was popping, and Bulma's birthday was just getting started. Vegeta was there too, with his own woman, Goku and Chi-Chi, as well as Tarble, who was slacking on his training just a bit to spend time with his loved ones. Vegeta was just chilling with his soon-to-be wife when they both sensed some kind of presence lurking upon them. After a bit, Whis and Beerus revealed themselves and explained their arrival. Vegeta recognized his face and remembered everything instantaneously. Now when the two have met, Beerus joined in the party and tried many cuisines of Earth. Vegeta explained to everyone who Beerus really is and his temper issues. They now know what they're up against if they mess with him. After a long time partying, Beerus remembered what he's actually here for and explains his prophecy. The fear strikes the Sea Fighters. Sweat goes cold, but they all know they gotta obey unless they want to get destroyed. So they think through it, and Tarble thinks of wishing the Super Saiyan God to Earth. Goku immediately whips out the Dragon Balls that are being kept as a prize and proceeds with the summoning. Shenron is summoned and Goku asks for a Super Saiyan God, but Shenron can't really fulfill the wish and rather tells them of the ritual. With that, they proceed with the ritual, with Goku being the subject they are doing the ritual on. After a spectacular show of lightning, weather and daytime changes, the Super Saiyan God is born. With Goku and Beerus having a little chit chat, they ascend to the sky and begin the fight. The first couple blows were kinda foul on Goku's end, since he's still adapted to handling so much power in his grasp. With each passing blow, the two adapted to each other's speed and strength as Goku pushed more and more power into his attacks as he adapted. The more power they exerted, the higher in the atmosphere they went, eventually ending up in space. The two progressed with their fight. Goku and Beerus stand facing each other, staring down one another. Goku gradually begins glowing, slowly emitting a fiery red aura, and then launches towards Beerus. Goku delivers a massive punch, but Beerus intercepts it, causing a huge shockwave. Angered, Beerus delivers a heavy punch to Goku's abdomen and follows up with a ferocious kick, one that sends him flying through West City. Goku stops himself mid-air, but before he can counterattack, Beerus attacks from behind and puts him into a headlock. Beerus then quickly whirls around him, proceeding to kick Goku off into a nearby forest and then gives chase. Goku and Beerus continue battling in the forest when Beerus sends Goku soaring with another kick straight to the face. Beerus gives chase once again and the two end up in a mountainous desert area surrounded by large rock formations. Goku and Beerus charge at each other and their punches collide, sending out an earth-shattering shockwave. They pull away from each other and a trickle of blood falls from a cut on Goku's cheek. Beerus questions Goku on whether or not he's still dissatisfied with godhood, and Goku confirms that he is. However, Beerus then admits that he too is overall dissatisfied, having been fighting nowhere near his full strength. Goku is astonished, having been fighting about 80% of his full strength. Now realizing Goku is also holding back, Beerus charges and begins vigorously pummeling him. Suddenly Goku's red aura disappears and he reverts to his normal state. The two continue their battle, with Goku utilizing instant transmission in order to counter Beerus' increased speed. Beerus then unleashes a barrage of ki attacks that Goku barely manages to dodge. Goku manages to come around Beerus' side and is able to strike him hard in the gut. Now truly angry as fuck, Beerus fires off countless energy blasts in every direction. Goku tries to dodge all the boulders falling from above, but he's quickly overwhelmed. He then suddenly bursts out as he transforms into a Super Saiyan. He has no clue what's even happening and is about to give up, but then lets the rage of his take over when he thinks of his loved ones. Powering up one last time, he shoots one final Kamehameha at Beerus, having a wave struggle for quite a bit until his body finally gave up. Vegeta caught the fast falling Goku and Beerus descended himself, wanting to destroy Earth much to Goku's pleading. Beerus, quote unquote, fell asleep and Whis took him along back home, under the condition he'd be back for those delicacies of this planet so he could try those out later. After a bit of peacetime, Shin came to Earth to warn the Saiyans about Beerus and what he can really do. Realizing that he's much more powerful than he displayed against Goku, cold sweat runs down their cheeks when they hear that, knowing they have no chance. However, Whis comes out of nowhere with Bulma. Tarble just as high and Vegeta is a bit weirded out. Vegeta lets his pride take over and asks Whis to take him to Beerus to challenge him again, despite the whole squad telling him not to. He eventually listens to his wife Amy and gives up, but he's still triggered. Whis tells Vegeta his flaws during training and how to improve them. Vegeta, although prideful, asks to be trained, much to the amazement of the guys around him. Whis is reluctant but then demands food for training. Vegeta tries everything he can, almost giving up, but then the ramen time came and Whis enjoyed every bit of it. With that, Vegeta got accepted to train with Whis. Tarble also asked to join for some other food. Whis thinks through it and decides to take them both in, without any other food. On Beerus' world, they began their training and did some energy control training right from the start, knowing Tarble can control it really well and Vegeta can pick it up really fast. Whis goes to Earth to get some more high quality food / recipes and encounters Goku, who asks to be trained. Whis accepts him without second thought. Goku and Whis returned back and Tarble was happy to see Goku. Vegeta on the other hand wasn't so amused. All three then began their rigorous training. Back home, Pilaf and the gang have finally assembled all the Dragon Balls together. However, the now defunct Frieza force has decided to revive Frieza, to bring the feeling of fear and terror back in the universe. Once they descended on Earth, they landed right next to the Pilaf gang and requested of them to summon Shenron. Them being scared did so and Frieza was wished back in one piece. Of course, there's no way Frieza wasn't sensed by the Z-Fighters. They knew exactly who it is and rushed to the spot, but by the time they got there, Frieza and his goons were long gone. They saw the Dragon Ball scatter and Pilaf standing there with a bow and 100,000 Zenny. In space, Frieza vowed he will rid the universe from Saiyans and proceeded to train for 4 months, while Goku just began proper training with others, as they'd been there for a whole 6 months. During training, they tapped into God Ki and managed to transform to Super Saiyan gods at will and then took it to the god level of Super Saiyan. 10 months after they first started, they have nothing else to learn except achieve what's called Ultra Instinct. We stole them off when they were sparring with him. Frieza also finished his training and set course on Earth. And on Earth, the Z fighters felt the energy descending on Earth, but didn't believe the power they sensed from Frieza 4 months ago is the same. They arrived on the scene and held off the goons, while Bulma called Whis to come as fast as possible. Whis finally answers and hears the commotion. Just then, Gohan and Trunks powered up, and Goku sensed it. He grabs Tarble and Vegeta and instant transmissions to Earth. Bulma is finally happy as well as Gohan and Trunks, who were struggling with now re-switched Captain Ginyu. Vegeta went ahead and rushed at Frieza and kicked him away, now having a chance to take a crack at Frieza for the destruction of his race. And with that, we're leaving things be for now. Thank you for watching. If you think I drink too much while driving, then click dislike, but if you liked the video, hit that like button. If you'd like me to cover your idea in the near future, comment down below, and as always, peace out.